It was 2:13 a.m. when I first saw her on the hallway camera. The tenant, who had supposedly moved out 6 months ago, was walking slowly down the corridor. Her hair covered her face, and she was barefoot. Every step silent, deliberate, almost aware. I thought it might be a glitch, but she stopped at Unit 4B, and she looked straight at the camera. And she smiled, exactly like she used to when she lived upstairs. I leaned closer to the monitor, her head tilted slightly, her smile growing slowly, unnaturally. Shadows shifted around her face. Static crackled through the feed. I could hear nothing, but I felt it. Something impossible. My name is Evan Rourke. I'd lived in this pre-war building for 2 years. The hallways were empty, quiet, peaceful in a lonely way, until her disappearance. No note, no movers, just gone. And yet, the sounds didn't stop. Footsteps above me, a chair scraping, something moving in the dark.
That night, at 3:11 a.m., I pressed my ear to the ceiling. Footsteps, pacing, back and forth, dragging, stopping. I told myself it was rats, but rats don't move like humans. I didn't sleep. I called the police. Officers Ramirez and Cole arrived before dawn. They listened, checked the apartment. Unit 4B, vacant. No tenant. No signs of life. Yet the pacing continued. Ramirez looked pale. "Sir, there's definitely movement, but that apartment is locked." "Yes," I said. "She left months ago." He hesitated. "You won't like what you find if you check." The door was sealed. Screws painted over. Deadbolt locked. Cold air leaked from the crack beneath. It shouldn't have been possible for anyone to be inside. Yet the sounds persisted. She appeared in the hallway outside my apartment, pressed her ear to my door. Her long hair swayed slightly, like underwater. Shadows stretched toward her. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. A single fingertip traced slowly down my door. I stared, frozen. She stepped back and vanished into the hallway shadows. The next day, I demanded answers from the landlord. He was pale, sweating, avoiding my eyes. "Some tenants leave suddenly. Personal reasons," he muttered. I pressed him. "What happened to Marissa?" "She moved out." That was all. But he warned, "Don't try to open her apartment door. You won't like what you find." That night, a folded note slid under my door. No handwriting, no signature. 6 words. "Stop watching the hallway cameras now." At 2:03 a.m., the pacing above started again. Frantic, desperate. Something fell, a heavy thud. Then, a knock, directly above me. The following evening, I returned home. The door to Unit 4B was cracked open. Impossible. I stepped inside. The room was untouched, furniture neat, mail stacked, but bare footprints crossed the floor, leading straight to the wall, and they ended at a solid wall, as if someone had walked right through it. I leaned closer to inspect. Dust swirled lightly in the dim light. The footprints stopped mid-step. The wall, solid, unbroken. And yet, something had been there. I felt it, a cold breath on my neck. I spun around. Nothing. Empty room. But the air shimmered. Heavy, almost alive. I couldn't stay. I ran. Out the front entrance, into the rain-soaked night. The building loomed above, lifeless, silent, except for the feeling of being watched. I rented a cheap motel across town. Lights flickered overhead, peeling wallpaper, quiet hum from the air conditioner. I thought I was safe, until the phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. A whisper. "Please, let me in." I hung up. The phone rang again. Same whisper. My hands trembled. I opened the door. Empty hallway. On the floor, a folded note. "You shouldn't have opened her door." I stared at it, paralyzed. I looked at the motel CCTV. A shadow moved in the corridor, slow, floating. Her smile, appearing at the end of the hallway, and then gone. I realized she never left. She's been here all along, watching, smiling, waiting. No walls, no locks can stop her, and I can't escape her gaze. I don't know what she wants. I just know she's still out there, watching, smiling, waiting. Subscribe for more chilling tales if you dare.